Our team met virtually several times over the last year to discuss and learn about best practices for different recovery to work programs we have. We're doing some great things in our region, but we also were able to identify some gaps that we have in our recovery to work ecosystem. Stable housing and a sober living environment is critical to a successful recovery and also to sustaining long-term employment. So when we're looking at building our recovery to work ecosystem and the impact that has on recovery support programs, and then also in our local workforce and economic development, it's very important.
So Belicia Foods focus has always been on developing people, employees, and giving them the tools to be successful. We're all living in different areas and have people in our communities dealing with many addictions. In our organization, a lot of people share these same types of stories, and this is where our passion to support the community comes from. People in recovery need a place to live. They need meaningful work. We believe they deserve an opportunity to enhance their education. They need people to believe in them, and they need peer support. That's absolutely, in my mind, one of the top things. And people in recovery are members of our community. So it's really important that we support them. And I'm going to speak very candid about this. I think the inability to not get back into the workforce and gain employment is huge for someone. I think that we cycle back through systems, jails and relapses and things. I've seen a lot of roadblocks with that. People aren't given enough opportunities. And I also believe that we need to educate more businesses and to understand giving someone a chance. It's sometimes it does take another chance. And sometimes we have to give them another chance. That is support. Our core group has talked about this in one of our meetings. If only one person's journey to successful recovery, it's a reason to celebrate for us.
The beginning obviously is treatment. Like most people need some level of treatment in the beginning, and you see the most success when people get really involved in their local recovery community and really like focus most of their attention on that in the beginning. But I think the people who have the long-term success are, given opportunities and mentored by other people and made a part of the community as a whole. And they build that social capital in their life that most people in addiction lost. There's a lot of ideas, and I think this is helping it narrow down to some, what do we do next? We treat the people, and then, then what do we do, to get them restabilized in the community? I think it's getting us in a position where we can start focusing on, that gap that we're seeing between people getting the treatment they need and the sticking around and becoming more of a part of the community is, good signs of successful recovery.
It's great to see the regional representation. When we started, we came together a year ago, and we through our core team and several other team members that represent organizations throughout our region. We learned a lot about best practices and great things that are going on with recovery to work initiatives and recovery support programs. But we were able to also identify the gaps, and recovery housing kept coming up within our region as definitely a gap in our recovery support system when we're looking at recovery to work. Just to start the conversations and spark the inspiration to what can we do to develop more? It's not one person that's going to do it. It's not one entity, one organization. We have to work together. We have to partner together. And that's definitely what this cohort has been about.
OVRDC, when we decided to do this, we had no expertise at SUD or recovery, and it's been a great learning experience for me. But one of the reasons we did it is because we knew that our 12 counties had robust ideas and we wanted to bring that together. And as we've talked about, it's the partnerships. And I think that this just emphasizes the need for us to work together and for each of you to just keep sharing your ideas. We have that hub of information that we can try to get the information to you. So feel free to reach out to us.